How is the theme of Christmas spirit presented in A Christmas Carol? Let's go. So the theme of Christmas spirit comes with a whole host of different traits: charity, forbearance, kindness, goodwill, and these are used to highlight Scrooge's transformation. Okay, what's the context behind Christmas Carol? Dickens wanted the ignorant Victorian rich of the time to gain a greater social responsibility for those lower down the social hierarchy. He criticised the 1834 Poor Law. What was the 1834 Poor Law? Well, basically, it was a law that stated that for the poor to be housed, for them to be given a home essentially, they had to work in union workhouses for hours on end, tirelessly, okay? And there was the general viewpoint amongst the ignorant Victorian rich that the poor were lazy, and Dickens wanted to criticise and challenge this viewpoint. Okay, so what happened? So the theme of Christmas spirit, the Christmas brings along a celebratory atmosphere. It brings around positive role models like Fred and Fezziwig. Dickens wanted the ignorant Victorian rich at the time to especially be like Fezziwig. And it's ironic because Fezziwig is described to be in exactly the same congruent position as Scrooge was. However, he treats those lower down the social hierarchy in a completely 180-degree manner. So Dickens wants the ignorant Victorian rich at the time to be more like Fezziwig and less like Scrooge. Okay, we see in Stave 1 that there's a contrast between Fred and Scrooge. So we can see that Scrooge is hard and sharp as flint, from which no steel could struck out generous fire. So he's got such little generosity that there's not even a single spark within him, essentially. And then we can see that this compares to Fred, who's all in a glow. He's like a halo, he's like a biblical figure. And then we've got Fezziwig in the second stave. So he has the power to render us happy or unhappy, to make our service light or burdensome, a pleasure or a toil. And that highlights just how much of power these people higher up the social hierarchy have over the lives of these people. Okay, in Stave 3 we have the Cratchits. They make so much out of very little. That's the main purpose of the Cratchits. And to highlight how wealth isn't necessarily the centre of happiness. Stave 4. What happens in Stave 4? It's a warning by Dickens to highlight if Scrooge doesn't change his ways, then through the death of Tiny Tim, then severe repercussions may occur to those lower down the social hierarchy. And Stave 5 is used as a vessel to complete Scrooge's transformation. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all you need to know about Christmas Carol. Here's the essay plan if you need it. Save it, screenshot it, do whatever you want with it. And thank you for watching.